Hi, everyone, and welcome again to the Fox 11 Friday Night Sports Special with Liz Habib, Steve Mason, and me, Dave Joseph, PA announcer for the Los Angeles Kings. Tonight's hashtag is Go Kings Go. Now, here's Liz.
Go Kings, go!
Yes.
Go Kings, go! Right? That's what you expect to hear next. Hi, everybody. What an introduction. I've never had that before, I'm going to admit. Thank you very much.
You're
for
very
that,
welcome,
Dave.
Liz. You're very welcome.
Sounded so good, and now you're going to spoil me. So,
my pleasure.
make sure you tweet us with your comments. Go Kings, go. We're going to try to get some of them on the air. You know the guys. They've already been introduced. Mace?
Hey, I never get to be on the show with you.
I've missed you.
I know. I've
You
missed
think
you
that
too.
morning show's more important
No,
or
I
something?
don't. I love working with the Liz.
It is good to be the Kings. The LA Kings skating this afternoon at their practice facility in El Segundo, coming off of that huge Game 2 win over the Chicago Blackhawks in the Western Conference Finals. All right, so if you don't know the storyline, what you are missing, it's really good. The Kings scored 5 goals in the third period to beat the Hawks 6-2. That's after being down 2-0. Game 3 tomorrow night at Staples Center. Dave, are they going to do this? What's this going to be like when they come back tomorrow?
They are going to do this, Liz. Staples Center, 18,000 plus, will be absolutely rocking that place. And United Center in Chicago is one of the best venues to see a game. The crowd is electric.
It is.
I expect them to be even more electric at Staples Center tomorrow. It's going to be a full barn, as the boys like to say, barn instead of house.
It's a barn.
It's a barn.
I learned all my hockey.
We
terms
used to
from
play
Dave.
in barns growing up. We used to play in horse
That's because
barns.
you're from way up there, or else you played in backyards.
You're
you
from
played
the
in back
UP.
there.
The Upper Peninsula of
Yeah.
I'm a
Michigan.
Youper. I'm a Youper, which explains my whiteness, by the way.
Good notice.
And so, yes.
I'm colorblind.
Thanks, Steve. They will get this done. They will come back tomorrow, and they will put up another good effort like they did in the third period of Game 2.
Well, they didn't look so good, though, in those first 2 periods until the end of the second period.
I'll jump in.
Slow
I thought-
start.
Please
Slow
jump in.
start.
It was a
Yeah.
slow start. It was a very slow start. They were down 2-0 going towards the end of that third period when Justin Williams broke in and managed to score. That seemed to create some momentum. And then once they tied the game, the floodgates really opened.
Well, the Justin Williams goal was a turning point of the game. Teams never want to give up a goal within the last 2 minutes of each period. Within the first 2 minutes or the last 2 minutes is kind of the common thread. Minute 46 left, Justin Williams scores a fluke goal. It goes off his skate and goes in.
Right.
If they don't score that goal, they're down 2-0 going into the third period, and who knows what happens. Maybe the Hawks come back and they totally, run the Kings out of the building.
And I just
Didn't
want
happen.
I just want to make a point too about the Kings. They are our most reliable team in LA right now.
It's really absolutely true. The
Clippers
Dodgers aren't, the
Correct.
Clippers aren't, the
Correct.
Angels aren't.
Yep.
They really are that. But do people know their names? Now, this line of Jeff Carter and the kids, I guess.
The
That's
70s line.
That's how we say it, the kids.
The
in
kids.
hockey. Yes, because they're
Like
so-
Jeff Carter's an old man in his late 20s.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're the ones doing everything. We have yet to see, really, in this particular series, Andre Kopitar, Gaborik,
Yep.
who really has been the best throughout this
And
playoffs.
you got Kopitar's name right, which is great.
No,
Everyone
yeah,
told me to razz you
but-
about that, but you knew it.
Yes,
No.
but I do also, I like Brad Doty, though.
Brad Doty,
What I
right.
like to
Brad
call Drew
Doty?
Doughty.
Yeah, he's
yes,
very,
I occasionally
very
will call him
popular.
Brad Doty.
Yes. No, see,
Yeah.
the Kopitar Gaborik Brown line is going up against the number 1 line for Chicago, Jonathan Taves, Brian Bickle, Marian Hossa. So those two lines kind of cancel each other out in a way of speaking. So the second line then steps up, and they can score. Tanner Pearson's on the left, Jeff Carter's in the center, he's a natural right winger, and Tyler Toffoli's on the right. Normally Carter would be on the right side playing with the center.
You need
because
like a
he's
telestrator
sniper.
or something.
If I had a telestrator, it'd be great.
Listen, but
But that line can score. They have 3 proven
right, and
guys
they do this in the first 3
Yeah.
minutes, which is
Yes.
what they have the likelihood of doing right now. So if they get in there with those lines and score right away.
Yes. But also a guy like Justin Williams, who's been on the third line, maybe playing on the fourth line tomorrow. Kyle Clifford maybe moved up to the third line. Justin Williams is a guy, they call him Mr. Game 7 because he's got 12 points. He's 6-0 career in Game 7s all time, if you can believe that. He scored that goal to get him on the board, and that turned the tide. So
Well,
you've got all these contributions from everybody. And, oh, by the way, don't forget number 32, who backstops everything, Jonathan Quick. If he doesn't stop Brent Seabrook on a
Fantastic.
2-on-1 early
Yeah.
in that game,
Well,
it totally
One
turns
of
the
the
tide.
best things I've ever
at,
seen.
at this
It's
point,
unbelievable.
they came back from a 3-0 deficit. They faced, 5 elimination games
against
now?
the Ducks.
Correct.
Well, against San Jose, they had to come back.
Yep.
Against the Ducks,
Yep.
3-2 they were down.
solid
An
in what they were doing.
incredibly resilient team.
Yeah.
And if you've never been to a hockey game, you got to understand that Dave's breaking it down, but it's a game of emotion. It's a game of sound. It's a game of, you know, that temperature, the moment you step into the barn, the intensity of it. I mean, that's the great thing about hockey. And if you're not following, now's the time to start, because we could be in for some magic in the next couple of weeks.
What this is right now, if you're not following, is the two teams that won the last two Stanley Cups. The Blackhawks won it last year, the Kings won it the year before. So this particular series is really something, and I think it's perfectly even right now, the way I saw it.
And it's a rematch of last year's Western Conference Final. These two teams met in the Western Conference Final, and if it weren't for some unfortunate injuries to the Kings, they probably could have beat the Blackhawks and gone on to the Stanley Cup Final. So you're seeing two evenly matched teams, two high-powered teams, two very good goaltenders. I'll still take Jonathan Quick, best goaltender in the game.
He's the only Conn Smythe winner in the game,
Conn
right?
Smythe winner,
yeah.
That's correct. So
that's the big trophy.
But you do have two Stanley Cup winners.
You know, Liz, you said two great teams. They've actually combined to win 3 of the last four Stanley Cups.
Yes, that's absolutely right, which is a good way to look at that. So we should be watching that. All right, tease for me. Coming up, it's California Chrome. He just needs to win the Belmont, and then he wins the Triple Crown. We'll have that for you. Coming up. Don't go away. All right, what do you guys think? Is he going to do it, Mace? Honest?
Honest? No.
Yes, he is.
The last 12 horses that have won both the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness have flopped for whatever reason.
Mace,
at
I
the
believe
Belmont,
in him.
a mile and a half.
But this
is
horse
really
likes to
tough.
run. This horse likes front, back, behind. You heard him say that, and he thinks this
Don't
horse
they
can
all
recover.
like to run, Liz?
No.
Isn't that why they're out there?
No.
They like to run?
No. They're smacked into running and coaxed into
I
running.
agree with you, Liz. I think the horse wins because the horse is wearing the Breathe Right nasal
right.
So I think that gives him the distinct advantage.
Look, and Dave, I got this to show you. I got this to show you
Please.
because you're not going to want to root for this horse anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, he's not going to win.
Oh,
that horse
no.
is definitely not going to win.
That's a curse.
Victor said they were so gracious, the Ducks people, to give them these things. And also, the horse trains down in Los Alamitos, so really not far from the Ducks. But Victor says he's a Kings fan.
Well, they got a lot of free time right now, so they can.
Yeah, we can take it down now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gone.
No problem.
The Ducks are history.
Yeah.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings,
hey,
go.
Listen, here's your question from Jerry Kinshura. Does he wear earplugs so he can't hear the echo of himself in the arena?
I do not wear earplugs, but I do have a headset on.
All right, we're going to break. We'll be right back.
Time now for our stars of the show. Tonight's third star, a tie, producers Rod Cohen and Jorge Ortega. The second star, me, Dave Joseph. And the first star, Liz Habib.
High five, brother!
I was left completely, I wasn't one of the stars
Mace.
of the show.
Sorry,
You
Mace.
did nothing. Well, you had an assist or two, right? You had an assist or
assist,
two.
I think.
Who do you think should buy the Los Angeles Clippers? Magic Johnson, Oprah Winfrey, or Yao Ming? 49% of you say Magic. 37% of you say Oprah. 14% of you like Yao Ming.
All the women, by the way, said Oprah.
Oh, they did not. You're going to go down that path? Don't start with me.
Oh,
I can't see Magic Johnson.
I'm just getting started.
Can you?
No, I
Johnson
think that's weird. I think that's weird. And with
Odd
Magic, it's like, are
dynamic.
you the owner of the Dodgers? Are you the owner of the Lakers? And now you're the Clippers? Come on, right? Which one are you?
Stick with the Dodgers.
How about, oh yeah, and the Sparks, as Rod tells me.
Yeah, that's
yes.
right, the
Yeah, I
Sparks.
forget about the Sparks.
Let's end on the Kings, though. Let's talk about the
Yes.
Kings as we get out of here. So I remember that when I was talking to the players, what they would tell me last series, we got to get out there, we got to score fast, we got to be aggressive off the start.
I agree with that. I think the first goal is key. In the second round, we saw, I believe, teams won 28-1 when they scored the first goal of the game. So I think getting off to that fast start is going to be key for the Kings. Also, I think puck possession is going to be a key, and face-offs. I know this is getting deep, but if the Kings can control the face-off, that means more puck time that the Kings have, more puck possession time.
Right.
Game 2 against Chicago, 47 face-offs to, I believe, 23 for Chicago. That means the Kings had the puck almost twice as long.
This is
as
like
Chicago.
hardcore hockey night.
Love it.
So hey, what I say is feed on that home crowd. Feed on that energy.
Night, night, everybody.
Score
Thanks for
quick.
watching.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.